If you guys would like to get yourself some official Simpzy merchandise, check out my Spreadshirt link in the description below for t-shirts, hoodies, mugs and cups. If you do make a purchase, send me a photo on Twitter, but regardless, let's get stuck into the video. Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. Here today, we're going to be checking out a brand new full conversion Lord of the Rings mod, guys. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a full series on a country you guys select. So 500 likes within 24 hours. Leave a like if you want to see more of this Lord of the Rings mod, this full conversion Lord of the Rings mod. Subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section down below your suggestions and feedback. I'll put in the description below the mod so you guys can go check it out for yourselves and play along with me. So in today's mod spotlight video, we're going to be going through the countries, the factions. We're going to be looking at the full conversion map as well. It looks magnificent, and we're going to be going through the custom national focuses and looking at some of the key events. So let's have a look at some of the factions straight up here now for this Hearts of Iron 4 Lord of the Rings full conversion mod. I have done a mod spotlight before on a Lord of the Rings mod, but it wasn't full conversion like this. So we've got Mordor, Gondor, Kingdom of Rohan, Isengard. We've also got Rivendell. We have the Kingdom of Erebor here with Dane Ironfort, Lothlorien. So let's have a quick look at the other countries. So this is what the map is going to be looking like here. Look at this. Look how fantastic that looks. So there are some countries still here, just mushed up the side. We've got the Soviet Union there, but this is the first time I've seen a Hearts of Iron 4 map fully converted to the Lord of the Rings. So here we got Gondor here, Denethor II. We have Sauron for Mordor. Down here, Magdrun of Harad. We've got the Easterlings. We've got Drag or Lad. We've got the Kingdom of Erebor. We've got the Elves of Mirkwood, Rohan, Entwood, Isengard, and obviously each in their own political ideologies. So there are a hell of a lot of factions we can play as. We've even got the vassal Kingdom of Angmar, and the chieftain up here, the Shire, and we have Lindon as well. So I'm going to start things off by playing as Gondor. We might even play a little bit into this, but basically what I want to achieve for this video is go through most of the major factions, have a look at their custom focuses, and really to showcase each and every faction for you guys, and then maybe in the next couple of days we'll go through playing a series. If I was to do one, let me know. Do you want me to play as Rohan, Gondor, Mordor? It's definitely playable, this mod. You definitely can. There's also some really nice touches here with the non-passable borders, obviously because of the swamp to the north and some of the mountain passes here, especially over between the Rohan region. So first things up, we want to rally up our forces on a border to probably Harad or potentially Mordor. So like I said, this is a full conversion mod with a custom map of Middle Earth. It's even got the flags, portraits of each respective nation. It does have national focuses for Mordor, Isengard, Gondor, Rohan, Rivendell, and Lothlorien and Erebor. There's also diplomatic focuses as well. There's a lot of custom events and interactions regarding, obviously, the Lord of the Rings story, which is just absolutely fantastic. So let's quickly try and rally up to the border here. So let's see who is going to be my assigned commander. Let's sort by skill and go with Boromir. Never fear, Boromir is here. So let's pull you up here as well. Okay, guys, it's currently the 1st of January 1936 in Middle-earth. It kind of reminds me of in Bright, in that movie, where the events of the orcs and the elves happened like 2,000 years before the actual movie. So you could kind of role-play it off like this if you really wanted to. So Lord of the Rings in the future, we've got some motorized infantry here, some scout divisions as well. So let's go to the border here. We do want to sort of maintain a somewhat military presence on the southern border, but really what I want to get out for this mod spotlight video is basically going through the custom events. Like there's some really cool sort of ring mechanics that I want to look at in a sec, but I'll just quickly make sure we don't get invaded, because I would like to play a little bit through this series just to see some of the political events. So let's move you down here. So let's have a quick look at Gondor. We're currently monarchists of Gondor, democratic, the United Syndicates of Gondor, Ivanil, okay, we've got the Black Council, Gothmog, the fascists there. So we're currently sitting at 60% national unity, political power only 2, manpower 630k. Now that's interesting. I don't know the population of sort of Gondor. The thing is, right, from what I can remember, if you guys can remember that game, Battle for Middle-earth 2, man, that was a good game. That strategy game, that RTS, that Mordor basically had unlimited orcs, and you could just sort of spam them out. So maybe in this, I'll have a look at the Mordor faction a little bit later down the line, but that's the sort of stuff we want to be looking at. Maybe they've got like an unlimited population, I don't know. So let's go through some of the Gondor Focus Tree's unique events. So we've got the Fate of Gondor here. Now we have a choice to send Faramir with the Fellowship or Boromir, forge closer ties with the Rangers of the North. That's if we go with Faramir. We can send Boromir to have him steal the ring. We can persuade Aragorn to return to Gondor. So there's this whole turn of events which you can... I really, really like this sort of alternative history stuff with the Lord of the Rings, which is potential in this mod. We can betray the Council of Elrond here, take the ring to the Gondor. We can make a deal with Saruman. We could seek out the spooky ghosts. I love that little side note here. Declare Aragorn as the rightful heir. Get rid of Denethor. We can even go through Honor Isildur's legacy. Restore the kingdom. Delegitimize Aragorn's claim. Gondor has no king. Forge a new dynasty. The people shall rise. So there's a lot of unique stuff. Assassinate Aragorn here as well. Prepare for war all the way down to the beacons are lit. Help Rohan out with Isengard, which would be a really interesting historical change of events. We've got the Battle for the Sea of Gondor here. That would really help us out against those pirates down in the south, those sailors. So basically, further down the line here, military rearmaments. So yeah, not really to the sky sector, so that's more industrial sort of stuff. Research-wise, the tech tree is pretty standard for the vanilla Hearts of Iron scenario. Same with doctrines and naval stuff. Trade-wise, diplomacy, let's sort by this. So, okay, we've got the vassals of the Kingdom of Angmar. Okay. Elfir. I'm going to request some divisions. Yeah, let's get 5 divisions from the north. We're going to need as many men as possible to come down and help Gondor. So we get those reinforcements. Ice Bay. Let's get there. So trade-wise, we're currently -3 oil. Gondor is currently producing 214 aluminium. We've got 19 rubber, 19 tungsten, just shy of 500 steel, 93 chromium as well. Production-wise, we're pretty standard. Recruit and deployment infantry divisions here. So this sort of stuff is basic for Hearts of Ironfall, but the unique focus trees and the custom portraits are really what we're going to be looking at. So I think that's pretty much it, all we can do with Gondor at the moment. Let's move over to some of the other prominent factions in this mod and see what they have to offer. Moving on now to Mordor. The faction, we'll have a quick look at them. There are complete national focuses for Mordor, Isengard, Rohan, Gondor, Erebor, Rivendell, and Lothlorien. So we'll go through and have a look at their unique national focuses in today's video. Then we'll also play around with Gondor towards the end and see some of the events pop up. So we're playing as Mordor, of course, the all-seeing Eye of Sauron, the Black Council, 75% fascism Sauron. Okay. Council of Orc Citizens Communist. Okay, well, I can't remember the character Shang-Zi or whatever his name is. So here we go. We can restore Barad-dûr, establish a resist Sauron. Interesting. Seek help from Gondor, march on Barad-dûr, the realm of the orcs. That's Manu Bennett there. That's the White Orc. I've met him in real life, actually. Not the orc, the guy that plays him. Submit to Sauron, hunt for the ring, gather the Nazgûl, unleash Sauron, torture Gollum. Crikey. Moving on here to the fate of Mordor. Conquest of Middle-earth. Seek allies in the west. Play the long game. Reach out to Isengard. Reach out to Angmar. Search for the Shire for the ring. Intercept the ring here. So there's a lot of unique events. Seek allies in the east. Enslave the north, the east, and the south. That would be the Haradrim. And, of course, Rune. Swift victory here as well. We can war deck Dale, Gondor, and Erebor. And the fate of Minas Morgul here. Death Toll. Armored units here as well. So you're most welcome to pause and have a look at some of the unique events here. So this is what Mordor has to offer. Here's the army of Mordor. So yes, 7 million is the manpower for the orcs. You'd think they'd have a significant amount. So let's go through some of the commanders here. Gothmog here. Muzgash, Shagrat. I love this bloke here. Gothbag as well. I can't actually recruit anymore, but that is the custom tree for Mordor. Here's some of the trade stuff, and I'm assuming it's just basically standard equipment and whatnot. So let's actually move on to another faction now. Moving on now to the Kingdom of Rohan here. 17 divisions, only 300,000 manpower. That's what's going to be the difficult thing with Gondor and Rohan in this series. Like, you're going to have to really fortify this border because the orcs are going to be smashing, just throwing themselves at Gondor like water on rock. Okay, so we've got Theoden here, the monarchists of Rohan. Rohan Worker Society. Communist Rohan, that'd be great. Rohan Phalangist. Right, okay, so that's the fascist ideology. So there's a lot of options here with Rohan. We've got the fate of Rohan. Encourage the Ents to seek vengeance. Oh, wow, there's some Gandalf and Grima stuff. So we can accept Tongue stuff into the service, deny access to Gandalf, get rid of Theodred, assassinate Eomer, Bones, Eowyn, get rid of Theoden. Grima can become the King of Rohan if you want to sort of go down that sort of ideology here. Bunker down in Helm's Deep, remain in Edoras. Now this is an interesting thing. I always thought that why wouldn't you stay in Edoras? Like, Helm's Deep is good and all, you can really hunker down, but you might have had a decent chance at having a crack at defending Edoras, especially with those open fields, you know. Okay, moving up here, exile Grima, execute Grima, allow Gandalf into the King's Hall. We've also got some Rohan trade reforms. Everyone loves that in Lord of the Rings. The administration, farming, taxes, and trade reforms. So that's basically for Rohan here. That's their custom tree. King Theoden. We've got Isengard to the north here as well. Also got Treebeard for the Ents. After having a look at Rohan, I thought it was only fitting to move over to Isengard, Saruman, and have a look at their capital of Orthanc. So we've got 8 divisions here as well. I didn't go through the units for Edoras. Bugger. Bill Fernie, sir. Okay, alright. But you would have had Eomer, you would have had Theoden, you would have had most of the riders of Rohan. I might come back to that at some point. But yep, let's have a look at the unique stuff. Wow, so there's a lot of unique focuses for Isengard. We've got the Way of Light, Way of Dark. So you can actually go the Way of Light, protect the forests of Fangor. We can burn the forest, we can meet with Gandalf, unite with Gandalf, imprison Gandalf. Now that is just huge. What happens if Saruman didn't want to do that? Declare, give Gondor gifts. Wow, there's even some like advanced warfare, very intense wizardry. What does that actually give you? ×2 nuke technology. That's great. That's great. I love to see that sort of stuff. So we can rebrand Isengard, because at this point we're just the White Hand. Okay. It's the green, not the black on white. Okay. Hunt for the ring, unite with Sauron, quarrel with Rohan, pillage the towns of Rohan, slave the soldiers of Rohan. Military innovations here, compound crossbows. That is awesome. I love that that's a tech tree. That's such a really good, nice attention to detail there. Build an army worthy of Mordor. Establish orc breeding grounds. More orcs. Select the strongest and the few. Okay. So you can get some orcs in Helm's Deep, but has one weakness. Okay. That'll allow you to remove land forts. Okay, cool. Now, guys, if you haven't already left a comment, I highly recommend you do, just getting your thoughts and opinions. The mod developers do tend to watch these sort of videos, so it really does help out them as well. Just quickly, before we move on to another country, I wanted to show you guys the commanders for Rohan, because I knew a lot of you guys would like to see them. So we've got Theoden, Eomer, Bones from Star Trek, Theodred as well, Elfhelm, Gamling, Grimbold, Eric Band, Hammer. Okay, guys, it's time to check out the Kingdom of Erebor. We have the Kingdom of Erebor here under Dane Ironfoot II, Billy Connolly up in the north. I would have loved to see the dwarves in the Return of the King. I'm pretty sure they were in the books from what I can remember. They did sort of mention that there was battles up in the north. So we've got the Kingdom of Dale here as well with Brand. So let's have a quick look at the dwarves. Okay, they've got some light armor tanks, Grey Mountain Scout, Sons of Durin, Eastern Vanguard as well. Fantastic. So we've got Gimli, Son of Glom, Bomber, Dane, Biffa, Bora, Gorlin, Neon, I don't know what it's Nin Oin, and Burim. Excellent stuff. Moving on to the ideology here. The fate of Erebor, and that's really what we've got. So we've got the fate of Dale. We can demand Lake Town, demand Dale, seek an alliance, unite with Gondor, home of the dwarves. Power to the miners. Yes! He who wields the king's jewel. Okay. So we've also got prepare for war with Rune. So not too much here with the dwarven ideology. Basically allowing you to muster up and have a crack at some of the factions of Middle-earth. Moving on now to the heartland of Middle-earth. We're going to be looking at Imladris, Rivendell. So we've got the Imladris Elven Archers here under the command of Elrond, the White Council, Rivendell, Communism, Imladris National Defense Committee. Oh, that's great. I want to see his twins. Are they there? Yep. We've got Elrond, Thilsil, Fendul. Maybe his twins are somewhere else. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what his twins' names are, Elrond, but that's not them. Okay, so we've got the fate of Rivendell here. We can hold the council. We can assassinate Elrond. Wow, okay. Elven arrogance, Mordor, sabotage Gondor, sabotage Rohan, embrace the reign of Sauron. We can assassinate Elrond, bury him with honor, blame the rain, just blame the dwarves. Okay, and we can take the ring. So we can actually assassinate Elrond if we want to play as Imladris and not even go down this sort of path. Moving over to the other side of the tech tree, we can reforge the blade of Narsil for Aragorn. Tempt fascist Rohan, extremists in Gondor, Ranger cooperation, seek aid here, Mordor threat, Angmar threat, Isengard threat, Elven aircrafts. I love the way that rolls off the tongue. Moving on to the last of the custom national focused countries that have already been implemented. Please do take into consideration, guys, that this mod is still in pretty early stages of development. And yeah, take it with a pinch of salt. There's a lot more sort of stuff to come. Oh, okay. Balin. Yeah, you can play as Moria. How cool is that? So here we have Lothlorien here. So here we have the House of Galadriel. GCP? Galadriel Secret Police? Communism? Maybe. I don't know. Lothlorien Slavers Association here. So let's have a look at some of the Elven commanders. Haldir, Lethisel, Tarborn. Alright, cool. National focuses. Wow, okay. So, there's a lot of unique stuff. There's a lot of alternative history stuff here for the Lothloriens. Offer shelter to the Fellowship. Take the ring from Frodo. That throws a whole big spanner into the works, doesn't it? Total isolation. Wow, we can embargo a lot of countries here. Okay. Get rid of Galadriel as well. We could really go down that sort of side of the tree as well. Ask Gondor. Elven protection. We can really go down this sort of side. Appoint. Okay, right. Influence Elrond. Bewitch. Excellent stuff. Intercept the ring at Gladden Fields. Integrate orcs into the Galadriel. War with Rohan. Stand with Sauron? Really? God damn, Galadriel. Okay, guys, welcome back. So, I've just loaded the previous Gondor save, so we're actually going to play for a bit and have a look at some of the unique events and what's going to come up. So, we have a little playthrough now of the Gondor faction. I kind of wish, because I've been constantly loading back and forth through this, there's some really awesome wallpapers for this mod. It just gives that little bit of extra touch and nostalgia for Lord of the Rings. So some of the unique events coming up, we've got this unique concerning the ring mechanic. So around December 1936, Rivendell will invoke the Council of Elrond. Now, each faction has a choice to make upon their decision, and it really changes the events. I'll go down and have a look at the national focuses in a minute, and I'll go down and show you where I'm sort of going. Oh, I need to show the factions as well. We've got the Gondor Alliance. So, Mirkwood can either decide to send Legolas or Tauriel or nobody to the Fellowship, and that actually changes the world news as well. Some of the factions have been, some of the people have been like photoshopped out of the world news snippet. It looks really cool. Erebor can decide to send Gimli, Bombur, or no one. Gondor can decide to send Faramir or Boromir. Legolas, Gimli, and Boromir are tier 1 followers. Tauriel, Bombur, and Faramir are tier 2 followers. So that gives them a bit of a weakness in during events and stuff. So let's have a quick look now. Let's actually start the ball rolling and have a look. So we're going to move those guys to the border there, like I said. So what side of the tree am I going to go down? Well, we're going to go with Fate of Gondor straight up because we have to. So we can actually delegitimize Aragorn. Gondor has no king. Assassinate Aragorn, get a new king. Or we could get Boromir to steal the ring, continue to steal the ring, betray the Council of Elrond, and make a deal with Sauron, potentially. Just for the shits and giggles, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Boromir with the Fellowship. I'm going to have him try and steal the ring. I'm going to betray the Council of Elrond. Then we're going to take the ring to Sauron. Or we can form the Gondorian Empire. Huh. We could do that, or there's a pretty interesting one here when we can delegitimize Aragorn's claim, forge a new dynasty, assassinate Aragorn, and claim myself King Denethor II. I think we might form the Empire of Gondor and take the One Ring. That sounds quite cool. So here we have our first turn of events, the War of the Ring. The War of the Ring evolves around many things, but of course a small golden trinket lies at the center of all, the One Ring. So basically the model rolls around national spirit. I mentioned before about Lothlorien, Gondor, Isengard, and Mordor trying to obtain the One Ring. Rivendell will evoke the council in December 1936. Should no nation obtain the ring by 1943, Frodo will destroy it, and the nation of Mordor will be severely weakened. Got it. Okay, let's see if anything else sort of pops up or anyone declares war upon us. What I thought I'd do is show you the current factions that are in the world. So, let's go through diplomacy. So we've got the Dark Pact of Mordor, and then we have the Gondor Alliance, which has myself and the vassal kingdom of Angmar. Quickly switch over to the faction tree. So we've got the Dark Pact here, and the Gondorian Alliance. Oh no, Lord Balin is dead after having reclaimed the mountain of Erebor for his kin. The legendary dwarf Balin has suffered a tragic fate. Oh dear. The Free Orcs of Moria declare war upon Moria. So it looks like they're... Okay, right. So we've got the split... Oh my god! That gave me a bit of a terror in the night. Guthrog and Gloin are currently battling out for the first battle in Moria. Interesting, right. Oh wow, there's some really nice touches in this mod. Paranormal activities in the Shire. Worrying that he's disappeared. Wizards clash at Orthanc. Physical fight erupts between Saruman and Gandalf the Grey. This is a bit of a taste of some of the events. The King of Rohan has been diagnosed with a disease. He's fallen terribly ill. Has his display picture changed on top of that? Yeah, he sure has. Withering King. So here we go, we finally hit around that sort of December mark. Rivendell invokes a secret council. All the way from Gondor to Erebor, the word has spread. Elrond, Lord of Imladris, is summoning representatives. Okay. So, mysterious. So, he wants us to form a deadly team of capable warriors for a dangerous quest. So we can send our finest warrior, Boromir. We can send Faramir, or send no one. So here we go. So we can greatly increase the likelihood of them intercepting. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Faramir stops being a general. The likelihood of Lothlorien successfully extended remains low. So let's send Boromir, our famous warrior. So, okay, this is hilarious, to say the least. So here we have the Fellowship of the Ring. So here we go, Elrond's summit at Rivendell concludes, and as you can see, there has been an alternative history turn of events. As you can see here, we've got, obviously, the fan favourites, and what actually happened. Boromir, Gimli, the Hobbits, Gandalf, Aragorn, but Legolas was not sent by his father, Thranduil. Tauriel was sent, so I'm sure a lot of sort of Tolkien loyalists will fucking hate that. So here's more of that if you want to sort of read it. So there we have it, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. We sent Boromir to the council. You sort of saw a bit of alternative history. The AI gets to choose who to send. I was going to go down this sort of side of the tech tree, but it's actually going to take a long time. We can't actually have Boromir attempt to steal the ring until 1938, so we're going to have to wait a year. On top of that, you know what? I think I'm just going to maybe do a playthrough if this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this brand new, full conversion Lord of the Rings mod for Hearts of Iron for this mod spotlight video here today. If you want to see more on this mod, leave a like. In the same boat as well, if you want to see more Hearts of Iron mod spotlights, let me know your feedback and suggestions in the comment section down below regarding this video. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.